everyone. Captain here, Henrik here, once again up on the bridge here on the Ovation of the Seas. I hope that you are enjoying your time on board our beautiful ship on this very exciting and very long voyage all the way from Seattle to Hawaii. As I'm shooting this video at the moment, it's the 25th of September, and the last full day at sea before arriving into the vicinity of the Nepali coast of the island of Kauai. So that means we're in just about here. What I will do right now is just to wrap up the rest of this cruise. We'll just see where the ship will be located and also the latest weather forecast for the remainder of this cruise. And I'm going to spend some time talking more in detail about our tendering operations, which is coming up shortly. So here we are, finalizing this long voyage down towards Hawaii. And on the 26th, when you wake up the day of our arriving into Kauai, or the vicinity of Kauai, I can come back a little bit. Weather is still favorable. We don't expect anything adverse for the rest of this voyage. Pleasant with easterly winds and a temperature in the lower 80s. As we're making our approach on the morning of the 26th, we of course will hopefully see Kauai emerging over the horizon. There's a theoretical distance of which we will detect it or see it, which is more than 90 miles. It's a very tall, very high mountain there. But realistically, I would say somewhere between 10 and 11 of the morning of the 26th. If you look up ahead, you will find on the port side, up ahead, you will see the island of Kauai rising above the horizon as we approach. So that's something we're looking forward to tomorrow, as we're going to make our landfall, our first landfall after leaving Seattle on the 21st of September. So that will be the first order of the day. It's going to be a very pleasant day, and again in the lower 80s. That means 27 degrees Celsius, mostly sunny with a easterly breeze. We'll then approach the Nepali coast, which is situated over here on the northwest side of the island of Kauai. We'll slow the speed, the vessel speed will be slowing down. We've been traveling at nearly full speed this entire voyage. We will then slow down to as slow as less than 10 knots and slowly cruise by the beautiful Nepali coast in the afternoon, from around noon till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And after that, we will then increase our speed and proceed towards our first destination. Here is Maui and the port of Lahaina. We then, you see, we pass by Oahu and where Honolulu is, and also we pass by or between Molokai and Lanai in the night and early morning hours. Then on the 27th, we will arrive into in the island of Maui, to the port of Lahaina in the island of Maui, where we will stay overnight. And after that, we'll continue down to what we call the Big Island, or the island of Hawaii, to our next port of call, which is Kaluakona, which is on the west side of the Big Island of Hawaii, where we stay the 29th before making our way back to Honolulu, which is right there on the island of Oahu. So that is the rest of the voyage. That's the rest of the cruise, the destinations. The weather is looking very promising as per the latest forecast that I have available. We'll have temperatures in the lower 80s, meaning 27, 28 degrees, and mostly sunny. In Hawaii, we always expect rain showers. It's quite common, so scattered showers are expected, but other than that, mostly sunny, and the temperature is 27, 28 degrees throughout our stay in Hawaii. And that goes for both Maui, Kona, and Honolulu. So that's the weather that we are expecting. Now, I would like to take some time and talk about Lahaina and tendering. This is an interesting topic. It's something that is very close to our heart. I'll quickly bring up the image. For those of you who have never tendered before, let me just explain that many tropical destinations, many beautiful destinations around the world do not have that much accessibility. They don't have any piers or berths where ships can dock, so we rely on anchor and tendering. Tendering are little boats that we use to ferry the passengers back and forth from the ship to shore throughout the day. This happens in many destinations around the world, Lahaina being one of them. I just brought up the image here. Our ship will be coming in early morning hours of the 27th, and we drop an anchor here. As you can see, there's the beach, and there's a little marina here, but there is no commercial pier. There's no place for a ship of this size to dock in Lahaina. And Ovation is the largest ship ever to visit the islands of Hawaii, ever. So we'll come in early in the morning, we'll drop the anchor, and the anchor will keep us in place during our stay in Lahaina. Now, tender boats we carry on board. We have 6 very large tender boats that we carry. They're also part of the life-saving appliances. They're also lifeboats. You see them hanging on the side of the ship. 6 of them are specially designed to operate as tender boats. Very maneuverable, 2 propellers, bow thrusters, and you'll find them very comfortable with large windows. And they are specially designed to also be tender boats. So the first thing we'll do when we get in there is that we will launch all these 6 boats to the water. And I can tell you, this is the largest tendering operation ever conducted on any ship in the world. We hold the record for the tendering in the world. So it's something that we are quite proud of. There's more than 110 crew members involved in this operation. So we can appreciate what lies behind and what goes on during a day of tendering here on the Ovation of the Seas. Launching the boats to the water and preparing our tendering facilities down deck number 2, starboard side. Vast areas there, both forward and in the midship, and robustly manned by our staff, ready for the tendering operation. The first tender will then run in this narrow channel here and start to prepare our dock space. We have 3 berths in Lahaina that we will utilize all day long and all night, and we will prepare our tenders berthing facility there, and shortly thereafter we should be ready. And we're aiming to run the first tender with guests at 7:30. So my first point I want to make is try to be early. Try to wake up a little early on the Lahaina morning of the 27th. We want to get going. It's a large operation. There are many people on board, and it is arithmetic. Each tender contains or can safely carry, or let's say comfortably carry, up to about 170 persons. And that means we require quite a few tender eyes to bring everyone ashore. So this is our challenge for this day, to get all of you safely and efficiently ashore here in Lahaina. So there are 6 tender boats on the water. It's about a 15-minute ride, but please allow for about 40 minutes to get ashore from the minute you desire, the minute you decide to go ashore till you physically are ashore, maybe as much as 40 minutes. This is a long process. First of all, you need to get a ticket. We require tender tickets in this port to have an orderly tendering operation. So we will issue tickets. They will be issued in the vintage, deck 5 aft. So when you are ready to go ashore, this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, when you are ready to go ashore, go and collect a ticket. And the ticket has a number. There's 2 ticket numbers per boat. As soon as that boat is ready, we will call the ticket number. And once you hear your number, please, ladies and gentlemen, proceed directly to the boat without delay. So we do require cooperation. We require everyone these simple rules so that we can have an efficient and effective tendering operation. So once you hear your number, please make your way directly to the boats. There are many crew members assisting you and making sure you get on board safely. Once you get in the boat, sit down close together. This is also important. We need to sit close together to fill up the boats quickly and efficiently. So we do thank you for your cooperation. Follow the instructions from the crew members in the boats, on the gangways, and remain seated during the voyage or during this short trip into Lahaina. And rather pleasant little boat trip takes you then into the marina or our tender berth here in Lahaina, where you then may go ashore. But keep in mind, from the minute you decide to go ashore until you physically are there, may be as much as 40 minutes because you collect your ticket, a bit of waiting, and hear your number, proceed to the boat. The boat needs to be filled, and then the actual transit, and then the disembarkation. So this takes time. There's a lot of people going ashore. I can promise you we will do our utmost to have this unfold as efficiently as possible. Some other interesting or important notices about this port. It is a busy port. You can see there are many boats, there are many businesses, and many tour operators, and these also utilize the same channel, and occasionally they utilize the same berth. So as a company, what we've done is that we have bought out 10 of these businesses, 10 of these tour boats we have actually paid off. So they will not operate, so they're taking the day off as we get in there. This is to minimize the traffic in the channel. It's a one-way traffic in this channel for safety reasons. So if someone is outbound, we have to wait here until the channel is clear. And these little episodes may cause delays. So we bought out 10 of these operators in order to minimize traffic in the harbor and to maximize our use of the channel and the berths. So if all goes well, we should tender without too much delay. So that is it. We're getting started, like I said, very early. We tender all day. Our goal, our aim is to have the majority of our guests, or those who want to get off by 11:30 in the morning. So it's a busy morning. Like I said, 110 of our crew members hard at work, coordinating and executing this operation, the largest tender operation ever conducted on any ship in the world. So we're staying all day, and we wish you, of course, a wonderful day. It's a beautiful destination. As you return to the ship, it is there is, of course, no ticket system. This is beyond our control now. All I can say is, again, arithmetic will apply. If everyone arrives back at the same time, unfortunately, we will not be able to do that right away. So the more staggered the returns to the ship are, the better. There will always be personnel on the pier managing the crowds, managing queues, etc. So the town is nearby. If you do return and find that there is a queue, you can always wait. That is your decision. But returning back to the ship, there will be no tickets, no control as such. We will rely also on common sense and courtesy down there in the harbor. Tendering will operate, like I said, all through the night as well. Our crew members need to rest. It's very important that our crew members need to rest. So from 10 o'clock, we have hired a local tender operator who's going to come out and relieve us. So between 11 and 6 in the morning, one tender will run every hour, departing from the ship every hour from 11 in the evening till 6 in the morning, as the majority of our crew will be resting, as you can all appreciate. Then in the morning on the 28th, we do it all again, and the same applies. We do ask for your understanding. We do ask for your participation and cooperation, and I hope you realize the complexity and what an enormous undertaking this really is, and that you all play your part as well. Common courtesy courtesy and respect between all of you hopefully will prevail, and we ask for special considerations for those who have difficulty walking or any disabilities of any kind. We show patience and friendliness all throughout the day. That does summarize the tendering operation. That's pretty much all that I had to say. I hope that this has made you more aware of what's taking place. Kona, we're also tendering. Kona is very similar. There is no birth there either. So the same applies. Same rules and the same principles will apply in Kona. And back to Honolulu, where you will disembark. And until then, we wish you a beautiful cruise. And I hope that you will enjoy every day here in the Hawaiian Islands. And until then, have a good time. We'll see you around the ship. Thank you.